daddies, metal daddies, metal daddies, metal daddies. Metal daddies.
Welcome back to another week with us here at Death Metal Daddies. My name is Jeff,
I'm Silas.
and you're back for another
Blast
week with
off.
us. Blast off into space. View, 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 view.
I wonder if I should end the backdrop if it's gonna lag up like crazy. I think I'm gonna go ahead and revert it.
Yeah,
It is pretty sweet though.
yeah,
Definitely fun.
be cool for every now and then. Yeah. Uh, Hopefully you all enjoyed our previous recording being split throughout the week. Hope you like it because probably gonna do it again this week. It was enjoyable from our standpoint. Yeah. But other than that, how have you been? What have you been up to?
Man. Um, sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to close that. All right, I think I got it now. I've been good, dude. Just jamming a lot of these new tunes. That's
Hmm.
been really sick and cool and fun. Other stuff I got going on. We've had some spurts of rain, so garden's been going really good. That's really fun to go scope out every day. Getting some. We have some cucumber plants, man, that just took off. Built these raised beds a couple years back, and we just actually put like garden vegetation in there this year and tried it out for the first time. So we got zucchini on one side of it, and then uh, cucumber on the other. And on that cucumber side, I made a trellis out of some just steel wire fencing that was left over like from her grandma's or something. She had it removed. So it's just been sitting in my yard for the longest time, didn't know what to do with it. And then one day I just borrowed the postal driver from work and just stuck some T-posts down and just kind of wire tied this fencing on, but you stick it, I guess, obviously sideways and then just kind of create like an arch out of it. And so it's really cool because man, those cucumbers, they just took off on it. And so they're already like up to the top and about to cross over. So that's going to be pretty sweet, I think. And we've already got a lot of cucumbers going. Lex is actually getting some pickles going right now. So that's going to be really fun to try. I'm
Nice.
more interested for the pickles than I am the cucumbers. I'm really not a big cucumber guy, but
Yeah.
um,
Pickles though.
yeah. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Pickles all day. But so that's pretty fun. Tomatoes aren't doing really great this year, like which is weird because the past couple years, I mean, I've always done good with tomatoes. It's usually like, a no-brainer kind of for me, but this year, man, it's like I don't know if we just got shitty plants or what, but they've taken forever to even get like tomatoes on them. And then now it seems like they're kind of like in a rush though. They're just like spitting out all kinds of fucking tomatoes. Or maybe I've been impatient this whole time. And this is just a normal lifespan of a tomato plant. But for like the past 2 months, I'm like, fuck, I really figured we'd have tomatoes by now. But like the past 2 years, it just felt like, man, we had them all summer. And so like this summer, it's like I've we've picked some sun sugars off, like I want to say under 10, and then maybe a couple. We have sun sugars, Carolina Golds, and Arkansas Travelers. And Arkansas Traveler is kind of like a medium cherry, bigger cherry sized tomato, and then sun sugars are just your smaller cherry tomato. The Carolina Golds are just like they get regular size, but they're like a golden yellow. So, anyways, um, the we've always done cherry tomatoes in the past, man. They just took off, but this year, like, yeah, I've gotten a couple Carolina Golds, like two, and then a couple Arkansas Travelers, and that's it so far. And they've been like kind of rougher shape, so it's just I don't know. It's been weird, man. Not used to it, but maybe I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'm crazy and I'm just impatient. And I literally go out there like almost every day just to watch and see if anything's popped up that I missed or something. It's pretty ridiculous, but I don't know. It's a fun way to pass time, right? I have fun doing it anyway. So
Do you
yeah,
think
that's been
maybe
kind of exciting.
do you think maybe it has something to do with maybe the soil, maybe the nutrients is kind of drying up, maybe?
Yeah, yeah, and I got like a soil testing kit, but I just don't think I did it right because I tested it for nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, I want to say, and maybe something else or yeah, I don't know. I think that's it. I think I tested for four, but I can't remember. I don't know. I can't remember what the other one is. But I know I tested for those, but what I thought was odd is it didn't tell me that it said there was no nutrients of any of that in all my samples. And I sampled it like how the instructions told me to, but so okay, here's I guess it you should probably know this information. So this year for the garden, I what I usually do is I till up the space and I just kind of pluck out all the weeds that I can and just let it die out for a few days and then just get my rows going, plant all my seeds and, just tend it from that. Well, this year I decided to do something different to really help with weed mitigation and to, just really curb the amount of weeds that pop up back there. And so what I did is I collected giant pieces of cardboard just from like bigger packages, bigger boxes, and I cut them like kind of in half and laid them out like long ways, like in the garden area. It's like, I don't know, it's not really big space, maybe a 20 by 20 square, you know, that we're working with. And I just laid some of those out. And because I seen this DIY garden hack like on one of those reels online. And so this is where I got the idea, but they're just like no weeds in 5 easy steps, and they lay down the cardboard, they did cow manure and compost, and they just basically dumped like a mound on top all the way down. I mean, they use a tractor, so they have like way better equipment to do this than I did, but I did the smaller version of this. So I did buy cow manure, but I didn't trust that plants would just thrive on solely cow manure. I didn't really love that idea of growing my tomatoes out of cow shit. So I mean, I know that it's like it benefits the soil, it provides nutrients, but it's just, I don't know, I wanted to ensure that there was going to be other things in there in that soil for those plants. So I combined it with bags of garden soil. I basically just kind of did a uh, uh, raised bed idea, but on the ground, essentially. Laid out the cardboard, poured like 2 bags of garden soil to 2 bags of, or maybe 2 to 3 bags of the compost manure mix, whatever it is. Mixed all that up, or thought I did, and then basically planted my tomato plants on that with just stakes around them. And so everything under that dies off. That's where all your weeds come up and stuff. And then you don't have any weeds to worry about. That was the idea. Well, I don't know. Something with that, like the transplanting, I don't know if it's the cardboard there or something, but it's just like they did not take really good at all. Like any of the tomato plants, whenever I did this and transplanted them into it, it's just they almost all died off. They turned like, sketchy colors, but they bounced back. And so now they're good and healthy plants, but man, it felt like it and seemed like it took forever. And so whereas typically if I mulch the entire area and just pot and put those plants in the ground, man, they just would take off. So I don't know. I don't think the DIY garden hack really worked as good as I thought it was. Maybe I missed a step. Maybe I didn't add enough of something. I don't know. But figured I'd try it out. It does help with the weeds. I mean, but the cardboard degrades over time. Weeds find their way, so it's just there's certain areas that are overgrown right now. But yeah, anyways, that's a deep dish on my garden. Sorry. Went
You're
off on
good.
a tangent.
Danny's been really into the gardening. We've actually had our tomato plants have actually been coming in pretty good. She bought some of those tomato towers and try to keep them up and going. I think so far we've gotten a pepper because we also have pepper plants, but I can't really get into the garden. I've
Nice.
tried, and that's more
No?
Danny's thing. No.
Yeah? Oh man, dude, I definitely got a green thumb or just like an itch for it, just I don't know, man. I love seeing the stuff grow. I think it's really cool when it does. When it doesn't, it's a bummer. But I don't know. Yeah, I feel like each year doing it, you just learn more and more along the way. You can't really learn it all in one day. I mean, but so this year it's been kind of a lesson for me because, I started out doing great with tomatoes, and each year, like, just the harvest has gotten less and less, and this being like the least, I believe, so far. So I guess we'll see how long these tomato plants hold up and if they keep producing for like the next 2, 3 months. My opinion would probably change, but I don't know. I just always felt like we had a ton of tomatoes by now, by this point. But yeah, we'll see. So like my raised beds, they're doing good. Like that, I have two wooden raised beds. I guess let's just say one that I'm using, and that's that one I told you about that has the cucumber and zucchini in, and it's doing good. But the other one we're not using yet. I dumped with just um dug up soil from the yard, so there's like bits of grass and weeds in there and shit that I have to continuously kill off, and I'm kind of kill that bed down, and then I only have it halfway full with that stuff, and then I want to add the actual bags of the raised bed soil, just because I think that stuff's like really packed with nutrients to help the last like a long time over a longer length of time, because you got to think those raised beds, they're so much above the ground, and I just think they're that much more quick to become like dehydrated and just kind of drain out,
Hmm.
especially when we're in hot weather like this, man. I mean, yeah, the idea is that they'll hold moisture better, which they do, but I think that specific variety of soil, like if you go buy that stuff, you could tell it's just kind of made to collect and hold water more than just like your typical garden soil is, you know.
Hmm.
But I don't know. Gardening, man. I love it.
I gotcha. It's good. Um, not a lot over
What you
here.
been up to?
Not a lot
That's
over
good.
here. I've been trying to get my computer set up to where I can write and record my own music over here. Because I had
Oh,
bought a
nice.
cable, which I was gonna use to like replace the Rocksmith cable I used to have for that video game, but apparently the Xbox doesn't recognize it, so I decided to plug in my
Oh, shit.
computer. Um, and I got STL Tones and then also like a free demo version of like FL Studios, but I'm
Oh, hell yeah.
still having issues like the FL Studios will pick it up, but it has what's called latency. Like there's this long delay. So it fucks up whenever it does start playing
Mm.
because I'll hear it, like acoustically when I'm playing a riff, but then it'll start playing on my computer and I hear it's like, oh, it fucks you up. The
Oh, so it's
timing and
like
rhythm's off.
lagging.
Hmm.
Okay. You should get like an interface. It'll only run you probably like 90, $100 for a decent one.
Actually,
And
yeah, I
you
talked to
actually,
Cole and he
oh,
recommended
okay.
one and I've just bought one today for the Amazon
Nice.
Prime deals. So
Oh, hell yeah.
that should be helpful.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, that's awesome. And whenever I got mine, I got it from Sweetwater, but I don't know if they had like a deal on it, but it came with all kinds of like downloadable packs that have like little apps in it that you can like change the, effects and shit with on the tracks that you make. But dude, I've got to pee so bad. I'm like over here jumping around. I'll be
Good.
right back. Sorry. Sorry.
How was your pee?
Dude, it was like one of those ridiculous long ones. I literally
Were
just
your
went
10 fluid ounces
forever.
lighter?
Oh my gosh, yes, seriously. Feels so good.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh,
anyways,
or the
sorry,
audio
where were we?
interface today. So that's exciting. Once I get that up and going,
Nice.
try to write my own stuff. Um, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. See if I'm any good at that kind of stuff. Other
Yeah.
than that, been working on trying to had a phone call today. I'm working on trying to get into my dream school of University of Kansas for a master's program.
Oh
So
wow. Damn.
trying to get that all set up. Want to be a Jayhawk. Always wanted to
That'd be
be.
crazy. So are you
So
gonna do like a distance, I guess, learning thing for how many years?
it's just 2 years. It's 30 credits and it's online master's in applied behavioral sciences. And
Okay.
so I love KU because I don't know, I grew up closer to KU than MU, so I always kind of rooted for KU, but also they're like when it comes to psychology programs, they're like top 10 in the nation for psychology programs. So
Oh wow.
they even invited me to like this virtual open house specifically for this major. So they
Huh.
take all their psychology stuff pretty seriously. I had to do like even their admission stuff. I have to do a both a resume and transcript, which is uh, normal, but then it's also 3 letters of recommendation, a personnel
Damn.
statement of like my bio, so they can get to know me as a person, see if I fit their what they're wanting and stuff like that. So
Damn.
it's a big thing.
Yeah.
Trying to get it.
Gnarly. That's awesome, man. I wish I had the passion to keep going and just, you know, go straight through and get a master's, but I'm just like, no, I'm so ready for the end of this fucking
Yeah.
4 year run. Oh my
I
gosh.
I did like the break. It's been what if I because my plan is to start next year. It'll be a 5 year break. So I'm glad I had the break because I had that senior slide very bad that last year. But I don't
Oh
know. I
yeah.
kind of love the learning new stuff and then proving that you know it, and then also trying to
Yeah.
compete against other people, knowing that you know it more, stuff like that. I don't know. I like the expanding that kind of stuff, but it does get
Yeah.
tiring after a while because
Oh
it'll be a
yeah,
change
dude.
of pace of going from 8 week online courses at Columbia College to 16 week classes. So that'll be different.
Damn. Yeah. That's a lot more lengthy.
Yeah. But hopefully I'll get in and hopefully all the financial stuff goes through good because also graduate credit hours are more. Originally, when I saw the tuition thing, I thought, no, this is why I didn't want to go originally. Because their in-state one is like 450 a credit hour for graduate courses. But there, if you live outside of Kansas, it's $1,050 a credit hour.
Oh shit. A lot more.
Yeah. But apparently when it comes to on their online degrees, it's a flat rate
Hmm.
of 650. So I'm also gonna see if I can work some kind of ways like, well, do you guys do a military discount as well? Just to see if I can get it down a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm not typically that guy, but I'll be that guy
Yeah.
when it comes to that much money.
Well, I thought that that was always like a thing. Like when you join the military, don't can't you get your college tuition paid for pretty much? Or no?
Pretty much. So when you're in, no matter what, you can use what's called federal TA, which is they'll pay up to 250 a credit hour. So that's what I use all for my bachelor's. And so you can do it for a full bachelor's, and then after you get like to the grade of E6 staff sergeant, which is what I'm at now, you can then use it for a master's, which is what I'm going to do. But no matter what, that's not going to cover the cost. The rest of the costs they tell you to pay for yourself. So I do have the GI Bill, which I have about 48 months worth of that. My plan was to transfer that to my kids. Um, that's one of those things like, I don't know, I might have to dip into at least one of them, maybe depending on how low I can get the tuition dropped down to. Because Columbia offered a military discount of $100 less per credit hour to where it was
Hmm.
completely free for me.
Damn. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Yeah, I wish I would have investigated more as far as options for like even obtaining a degree, but I literally just kind of Google searched it and just ended up going to this one. But I mean, it seems like a cool school. Um, it's up in Maine though, so it's just like I hate that it's not really local.
Yeah.
Kind of weird, to just jump into something like that, I guess, with minimal research. But I will say, I mean, it's been fun. It's been a cool program. Like I like the actual like module that you have to, interact with on a daily basis is really cool and pretty user friendly. So, um, but yeah, man, I mean, I don't know. I think that I probably could have benefited with something more locally too, especially if when I go to get a job with this, they're gonna be like, where the hell is this school? And so I don't know. Maybe not. But
I don't know. I think it all depends. Like Columbia College is somewhat local, but I felt weird because I didn't feel like Columbia College felt like a real school. Like, because about half of it was online. So most of the people I went to this graduation ceremony with was all online people, and it was during COVID. Like there was people who actually were on campus, then there was all like the other half of us, which were just online. So when the valedictorian gave her speech of like going into class and seeing this teacher, her favorite teacher, is like, I didn't have that experience. We had different experiences. I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah.
And then she's
Yeah.
like, I'll never forget. Once a Panther, always a Panther. It's like, oh, is that our mascot? I didn't know because I have no.
Didn't know. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I couldn't tell you what mine is. I don't even know if we have one or not. The environmentalists, I guess. 'Cause it's Unity Universe or no, Unity Environmental University.
So
Yeah.
maybe it is a. Do they have like a actual? Do they have like a physical campus that?
Yeah. It's up in Maine. So
I bet they do. Are you gonna go to the
yeah,
graduation?
I I I highly doubt it. But then Lex was just like, "Oh, you should totally do it." She's like, "Maine would be so cool to go to." And I was like, "Eh, she's not wrong. I think it would be cool to
I'd
go to that
recommend
state."
it.
But
No matter what,
yeah.
it might feel weird, but at the same time, it's like it's your day. Enjoy it. Like not a lot of people get to do it, so do it.
Yeah.
I would recommend it.
Yeah, I think I would be more interested in the location really than anything. Um, I don't know. I feel like Maine's kind of a wintry place,
Yeah,
most of the year.
I would love to go to Maine.
Moose.
I've only
I
done
think a
a
moose,
layover. Yeah, moose, a lot of lobster because it's all like short or it's pretty much all like harbor
Yeah.
and shores and stuff.
Yeah, right there on the coast. That'd
And
be
go
pretty
see Stephen
sweet.
King.
Oh, is that where he's at?
Yeah, he lives in Bangor, the capital, I want to say. Like he's pretty
Oh,
much like
okay.
the main attraction in Maine because there's nothing else in Maine.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, that'd be cool though.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Um, Other than that, nothing really big. Just keep having chickens die. Had another raccoon attack on one of our favorite
Oh
zombie
shit.
chickens. So we
Oh,
got a
so did you
couple.
find out that it is coons? You
Not
verified?
100% sure, but all the signs are leading to it, like the heads being removed. And this one was actually
Damn.
dragged out of the somehow it got in and dragged the chicken out of the enclosure because he was like 3 feet away,
Oh shit.
head missing. Same thing.
What
I
the
guess
hell?
raccoons will do that, so they'll eat the head to kill it, then they'll go use that to get to the chest cavity because they like to eat the hearts, and then they'll just leave the
Oh,
rest.
what the fuck? That's crazy.
Hmm.
Damn. What if it's just like a savage rivalry that's been going on for
Just some chickens
generations between
coming,
those
just
species? Yeah.
the cartel of
Raccoons just,
chickens.
yeah, they have an oath to fuck chickens up. It's like, we will gut your fucking heads off. That's so crazy. Man, that's nuts. It's like or a serial killer raccoon, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know
That's
what it is.
crazy.
It's supposedly it's something to do with the heart. Like they will eat the head and then
Wow.
they have to get in the chest cavity to get to the heart, and then just leave the rest.
That'd be pretty fucking scary to walk up on,
Not really, because
probably.
you kind of I noticed it just because I thought, what's this weird stuff in the brushery? And then started noticing the wings, like, oh, I know what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn. That's brutal.
But got some more baby chicks. Not
Oh,
specifically
nice.
the breeds I was like been searching for, but still pretty good breeds. Got a Rhode Island Red, um, light Brahma. Um, what are the others? I think I got a brown leghorn,
Mm,
and yeah, I can't remember the fourth one. Very just like meh, they're pretty okay.
yeah,
Rhode
yeah.
Island red looks pretty cool.
Nice. That's
But
cool.
yeah.
So do you have to name them all, or
I don't name
are they
them
just
all.
dying off so
It's
much you give them numbers? Or
I don't name them all. It's just if the name comes to me, the name comes to me. Like we have a Bard Rock,
yeah.
so I call him Bard Rock Obama. I have a Delaware, which we call Sleepy Joe since he's from Delaware. Um, I have an Americana. I forgot. I feel like I had a name for him, but I can't remember. We have Well Summer, which I call Brat Well Summer. Um, and we just really call all the old chickens the Golden Girls.
Oh, nice.
Feel like we had other
That's
names,
fun.
but I can't remember. But yeah, those are the main names. Don't name them all.
Yeah, that's
Don't
cool.
want to get too attached since apparently this raccoon's just fucking up everything.
Yeah. He killed Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe's the one who's been resilient. He just keeps on living. I don't get it.
Yeah. Damn. Go figure, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's all. That's it for my week. You ready to get into the new release playlist?
Yeah,
This
dude, let's do it. Couple.
banging ass new playlist.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
What are you guys listening to?
Weekly playlist.
Weekly playlist.
Weekly playlist. Weekly.
All right, let's get no. So yeah, this playlist was
Banging
everything
ass,
about it.
ass, ass.
Everything about this playlist was awesome. So, but let's
Yeah.
just start off with the two singles. What was your
Okay.
favorite of the two singles? Because one's a cover
Um,
and one's a brand new one.
let's see here. Hang on. Is this the 627?
Yeah, because I don't think I did one
Okay,
this
yeah.
previous one because nothing really came out.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. Those two singles. Yeah. Um, my favorite is actually, well, I don't know why I say actually. My favorite's Abhorrent Contraception.
Hell,
Dude, that
yes,
song absolutely rules. I
yes.
love that riff and how catchy it is. It's so damn catchy. And the drums, that's what I love about it, is like the drums just, it's like a perfect cue of like when to do double pedal, and like I love how he just keeps it going. And I don't know, it's so damn good, dude. Song hits
hmm
so hard. The only thing that I can't tell what the defeated sanity feature is or when,
I want to
can you?
say it's right after the feature, kind of almost like the breakdown part. I
Oh,
want to
okay.
say that's when he goes in because I also noticed in this single, it sounds like Sanguisugabogg's vocals have changed slightly too, because he's usually a lot deeper. This one, he's
Okay.
almost fully coherent to where I can almost tell what he's
Yeah.
saying. But I want to say
Kind of gave
the
me, yeah, it's more of like a chorish kind of touch
mm-hmm,
on it, where I thought, I feel like they've been more just centrally death metal,
mm-hmm,
But that was interesting. Yeah, to hear that too. But
yeah, yeah. This is probably my most listened to track on this entire playlist. I love this new song by
yeah.
Sanguisugabogg, uh,
Yeah, dude,
Abhorrent
it's the most I've listened to
Contraception.
this band for
Ah,
sure.
it's awesome, it's catchy, and even the sample, it's disturbing, but it just fits the vibe so good and into that ending, like I don't know if you call it breakdown, just it's pretty much a breakdown to the end. The defeated sanity part just kind of just pulls you into the black hole of it. Oh, it's so good. And I guess this is building up to a new album, so this is exciting.
Yeah, dude, that ending like breakdown thing. It's the weird. tempo change. It's like it's kind of rolly, and I don't even know how to describe it. It's just I love it. It's um, yeah, man, it's a great track, dude. I'm super excited for their new stuff.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Check out Abhorrent Contraception by Sanguisugabogg featuring Defeated Sanity. It's fucking sick.
Hell yeah.
Other single we have, which is very surprising that this band is covering this song. Um,
Yeah, I thought so too.
and that is
How do you feel?
Enterprise
How do you
Earth.
feel about it?
I actually don't mind it, but I don't feel it. It doesn't feel like Enterprise Earth. It feels like they tried so much to make it sound like Behemoth, but they're still Enterprise. I don't know. It's a weird feeling. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
Enterprise Earth covering Behemoth song "Slaves Shall Serve." Like peak Behemoth era too to pick from.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, it's a ripper of a song to choose for a cover, which I was very surprised and I'm impressed. Like they pulled off the song, absolutely. They totally shred the hell out of it, and it's good. I'm picky when it comes to this song and this album, this band, Behemoth. Like, I mean, you gotta have some fucking chops if you're gonna try to cover a Behemoth track. And I don't know. I guess I'm most picky on the vocals. I think it's kind of odd to hear this almost chorish, death chorish vocals do that intro, specifically the intro, because the
Hmm.
intro's in another language,
Hmm.
which I want to say, I don't know, is it Polish or is it like one of those old ancient religious
It
languages? Like I
it
I
might be
feel like I looked it
Arabic.
up at one point, but I can't remember.
I feel like it was probably like Arabic or maybe even like ancient Hebrew maybe. I could see it being one of those. Because I feel like especially during that time period of Behemoth's career, they were very much into that old school like biblical times. They would talk about like Sumerian culture, um
Mm.
the Arabic culture and Hebrew culture, because it would all kind of tie back to some form of heresy against Jesus Christ at that time. So I feel like it would probably be one of those two, like either probably old Arabic or old Hebrew language. In my opinion, I don't really
Mm.
know because I don't know what he's saying. I've always been
Yeah.
thrown off by how the song begins. I always
Yeah.
forget that that's how it begins.
Well, to add to my pickiness, it's like what it is it's the pronunciation. Like Enterprise Earth, like, hats off to you guys for doing it. It's crazy. It's a good cover, but like there's too much pronunciation in the words. Like whereas Nurgle's, I feel like there's so many layers when Nurgle did it. And he just kind of like it sounds like he leaves his mouth open. He never really shuts it. So it's just like, and it's just like it sounds loosely pronounced and with multiple tracks on top of it. It just sounds like like a demonic chant, you know?
Hmm.
That's what I love, and that's what I really get the vibe of when Behemoth did it. But I don't really get that same effect when this band did it. It's just more of a vocalist shouting the intro to the song.
Yeah,
And
to where
so
Nurgles felt more
I don't know.
natural. It almost feels like
Yeah,
that's how
it's
a
just
person, if they spoke the language, that's how it would sound, not over pronounced.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. He just literally makes it sound almost kind of like a mythical he made himself sound like a mythical creature. Like not just in that part of that song, but really that whole album. But I mean, that song, yeah, specifically we're talking about, but yeah, man, it sounds like a fucking demon, like it's coming alive at the beginning of that song. And I just don't it's not quite up to par, but I guess I'm just riding the behemoth train on this one. So but yeah, man, it was interesting to hear for sure. And I mean, that's cool that they're picking good tunes to cover. I mean, that's
Yeah.
pretty badass.
Yeah. That's the new song by Enterprise Earth covering Behemoth with their song Slaves Shall Serve. Um, so that's it for the singles. We have a lot of new albums that came out June 27th. But what was your favorite one?
Um I really like the new Shadow of Intent. I think
Okay.
that's been my fave. Um, I thought it was, I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I say it's my fave. I did enjoy a good handful. I didn't listen to all the albums that came out on this one. Um, I missed, I want to say, the last three on this playlist, but I'm also really liking the new Putridity too. I
Hell
like it.
yeah.
It's it's almost too much of a roller coaster for me, but I do like it. Those guys, they're kind of in the same vein of like that band Wormed that I love, and it's just full blown chaos, but they tighten up and like fucking just totally lay it down whenever it comes to the breakdowns and the slammy riffs, like it's just like the breakdowns fucking hit so hard, man, on that Putridity album. So I'm kind of teeter tottering. But with that being said, I listened to Shadow of Intents the most. Um, I think it's a good album if you're just wanting an album, a metal album to jam to. I worked listening to this, which I don't know, I usually sometimes have problems with, but I thought it was a cool album. I think Flying the Black Flag is still one of my favorites on this. Um, it's just a great pump up song. Super sick. Mechanical Chaos was good, but it almost loses the intensity of it when that sample kicks in that one. I literally thought it was a straight rip off of Lorna Shore. I was like, wait, I swear Lorna Shore has already done this song. But whatever. It's got a cool ending too. It almost sounds like a Vulvodynia feature, like the Duncan Bentley era of like it's like a slammy kind of vocal that he just brings out of nowhere. Like Bender is so insane, man. It's just he blows my mind. Like he is definitely peak metal vocalist for me. Like that sound is just if you can do that, man, it's like what else do I feel like what else is there to even accomplish in metal? But it's a crazy vocal display, man, of talent. They murdered sleep has a really badass vibe to it. A sick ending too, crushes. Um, I just loved a lot of songs on here. The Facets of Propaganda was good. Feeding the Meat Grinder, dude. Oh, I love Corpse Grinder's feature more and more. Super sick. Yeah, man. What did you think of the album?
I did very much enjoy the new Shadow of Intent, Imperium Delirium. Um, it's been a minute because it's been like 2 weeks since it came out, but I do remember listening to this a lot. And actually, a lot of the singles I didn't really enjoy the first time through, I actually enjoy a lot more. Flying the Black Flag I finally do
Got yeah.
enjoy this song. It fits good in the album. It's good. Then you have Infinity of Horrors. I love Mechanical Chaos, and then also Feeding the Meat Grinder. I will say. I think because I've seen people talk about like albums of the year and stuff so far. I think deathcore wise, this is probably the best album of the year. This or Larcinia Rose album.
Mm,
One of these two is probably for me top deathcore albums of the year because this is
that's
making
fair.
me love Shadow Intent kind of back when I originally got started liking them, which was the Melancholy album. This I
Yeah,
feel like is on par with that. So
yeah, for
this
sure.
was an awesome album. Um, so yeah, check out Shadow of Intent's brand new Imperium Delirium. If you love Shadow of Intent, you'll love this one. If you're on the fence, you'll love this album. If you don't like Shadow of Intent, check it out anyway. Maybe it'll change your mind. You'll see.
You'll love it.
As for you mentioned Putridity's new album, Morbid Atraxia or Ataraxia. I love this album. This is awesome.
Yeah,
This is probably my
and
second favorite one of this week as well. What were you
just
gonna say?
clarify again. This is the one with the vaginal cover.
Yes, this is the one that had a little
One
bit of
of two bands.
controversy when they announced it because the similarities with Vulvectomy's new album cover. And I understand that. However, I'm just going to be blunt. I love this Putridity album a lot more than I love the Vulvectomy album. This is an awesome album. and I especially I love listening to it all the way. Just like you have to listen to it from the beginning, to just get the full effect. And when they have some of those samples
Yeah.
in there, it makes it so much better. Like at the end of Mors Mater Nostra, that what is your they asked that person, what do you have to say, or what's your political stance? Kill everyone. Legalize
Yeah.
murder. Eat
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was great, dude. Um, yeah, man. It's I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep going back to this one too, because just skimming this now, it's so good, man. It's just so intense. It is such
Hmm.
an intense listen. This is one I couldn't really focus on doing shit at work. I'm just like, okay, this is gonna fucking fuel my anxiety for sure in this setting. But very, very awesome listen, man. Crazy fast and techy as hell, but super tight sound, which I really love, you know. I feel like bands that do this can just kind of get lost in like the chaos of it and not really, it doesn't just have that tight sound, man. It's just where they lose me. But this one, man, it really keeps me in there. And I
Hmm.
love it. I love how their logo's different too. Like they managed to find a new way to kind of make a metal logo, like look different. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
definitely doesn't look typical. It looks very individual. I think that's cool. Unique is the word I was looking for. But yeah, man, killer
And I know
songs
we,
on this album.
I know we've talked about it before when it's always nice, like when Devourment does it, they have the little squealy every now and then. That's one of the things I love about
Yeah.
Putridity is like there's these squealies are throughout all over the place,
Yeah.
so that you never
Oh
really
hell
get
yeah.
like bored. It's like, oh, it's just one note. Like, no, this is all over the place.
Yeah.
It's
It
keeps you
is.
going.
Yeah, dude. And it really gave me Devourment vibes too. Like if Devourment like got techie and kind of tightened it up, cleaned it up, like this is what I think they would probably sound like maybe.
Hmm.
That vocal dude, his vocals are so damn low. I love it. It's like a Deeds of Flesh kind of low.
Hmm.
But maybe even lower. I don't know. It's crazy. It's a badass listen though, for sure.
Hell yeah. So yeah, if all this sounds up your alley, check out Ataraxia, new album by Putridity. Check it out. Um,
Yeah.
we have a couple other albums. Most of these were added because we've kind of been tracking these albums coming out. Oh, I forgot there's a third single. I forgot all about the single.
Oh, I didn't
There's a
listen to the
new
single.
there's a new Lorna Shore song. Check it out if you want. Anyways, back to the albums. Um, so we have this new album by Sodom, the Arsonist. Did you check this one out?
I did. This was a really fun listen. I was kind of getting mildly bored at first, but it really picks up and it fucking just kicks into like a Slayer overdrive mode into
Hmm.
like a couple songs into the album. And I was like, holy shit, okay. And then it's pretty much nonstop from there. It's like moshing anthems, dude, like circle pits. I envision at these guys' show. Um, but I really appreciated how they kept it different, you know. Like vocally they changed. Like there's a song that sounds just like totally different than the rest of the vocals on the whole album. I was like, what the, it's really threw me for a loop, but I think it's super badass. I really liked it. He's kind of just got like a steady thrashy tone, but um it's fun, man. It's a fun ass listen. Like I said, I think it'd be really cool to see live. Um, Probably, yeah, yeah, super badass circle pits and stuff. I dug
Yeah,
it. Did you listen to it?
I did. I don't know. So I do like Sodom, but for this album, I was super hyped for this album because the single they released for it, the very first one I want to say, Trigger Discipline, which you brought up, it has that very Slayer sound. It reminded me a lot of like Repentless, but even more catchy. Um, so it got me super excited. But for this
Mm-hmm.
album, it feels very much just like a run-of-the-mill Sodom album. There are still those songs like you brought up, like the kind of the change in vocals, change in style to where it is more Slayer-ish, where I think it does have a little bit more flair. I don't know. It's still good because that's the thing. I don't think Sodom is capable of coming out with a bad album just with their sound. Like
Yeah.
they have awesome uh, thrash sound that, unlike some of their peers, they can keep it fresh and keep it going. Almost like they are a lot like just Germans Slayer. They're German Slayer. Um, but with that, I don't feel like they have come out with a perfect album yet, which I think that they could do because there is glimpses of, man, this could be perfect if they would just keep doing stuff like this. And that's a lot of that Slayer-ishness that pops in and out of this album with the vocal changes, but it's still pretty good. I would probably go back to this one a couple times. I listened to Trigger Discipline again yesterday just get you going. It's pure hype, pure adrenaline. Uh Awesome. I can't hear you.
Sorry, I think I muted myself.
I can hear you
I
now.
was just saying that, I liked it because it was very easy listening for
Hmm.
metal, and sometimes I just need that to just kind of
Yeah.
cleanse the palate almost or something. I think I had this on like while I was at work doing other shit, so it wasn't too distracting or anything like that. But yeah, just a really good listen, man. It was cool. I haven't listened to a lot of Sodom either, so I'm not really familiar with their catalog or anything. Um, so having nothing to go off of, it was even pretty entertaining. But yeah.
Yeah. I do love the because I keep mentioning Trigger Discipline, but also the last song, Return to God in Parts. Because I just love that title and those
That is cool.
lyrics.
That is
Because
cool.
that's just the theme of Sodom is just war. So just the idea of like returning to God in parts, like, ooh, I don't know. I
Damn.
just
Yeah,
love
that's a
that.
statement. That is a statement of a title, dude. I love that.
But yeah, check out the new album by the German thrash metal legends, Sodom, with their new album, The Arsonist. Check it out. Um, Up next we have. So this is a kind. This album's kind of a next album's kind of a big deal. Up next we have the mathcore legends Deadguy coming out with their new album, Near Death Travel Services. This is their second album. Their debut album came out 30 years exactly from this album back in 1995.
Wow.
They've reformed, come back. Most people just thought it was for a couple reunion shows. No, they decided to just start releasing singles and drop this album. Um,
Nice.
so yeah, 30 years in the making ish.
Crazy.
I don't really know what they've been doing the past 30 years, but they're back. Um, but yeah, with this, I had a lot of hype. And I wouldn't say it's bad in any way. It's actually pretty good. It just feels like in 30 years nothing has changed with this band, which is both good and bad. Um, this album feels almost exactly like their debut, Fixation on a Coworker, just with better production. Like even the album's layout, like there's the kind of like the slower song with kind of like on their debut it was Die with Your Mask On. On this one it's New Best Friend. Sure enough, both of those are the third track, very similar vibes, but it's still good. Um, Still gives like that unhinged vibe. I dig it. It's not something that's gonna be on like my end of the year list, but it's pretty good. And I do like I both love and hate the fact that it is so similar to their debut. Um, so take it how you want. But what do you think of this? Do you listen to this one?
I did not. I did not make it down this far in the playlist. My apologies. But yeah, I'll probably check it out. I don't know. It sounds pretty mathy. I don't know if I'm gonna be crazy into it. Not really my typical dish, but I can
Understandable.
appreciate some of those elements though. I hear some like Every Time I Die kind of stuff going on.
Yeah. Yeah, this band was a big influence on Every Time I Die, so you will hear a lot of similarities in that. And I also feel like Dillinger Escape Plan, it's somewhere between like Dillinger Escape Plan, Converge, and Every Time I Die. Like there's a little bit of those influences throughout this. Well, this is a band that influenced those bands, but you can hear where those influences come from on this album. So if
That's cool.
I recommend it, everyone to at least check it out. Not everyone will probably like it, but it's good to give this band some love. Make sure they don't take another 30 years to come out with another album. But yeah, that's Near Death Travel Services, new album by Deadguy. Check it out.
Oh yeah.
This next album is more of I added this band purely because I loved the title of this band and I saw this album art. Someone posted it on a Facebook group, like, I gotta put it on the thing. Um did you listen to this at all? At least the opening
No,
track.
I'm skimming it now. I did not listen to this album, but yeah, these it's pretty good, dude. These titles are hilarious. Listening to the first song now. Oh, it's pretty good. It's basically like a movie intro,
Yeah.
like speaker, like hyping it up.
In a world.
That's hilarious. That's great. How has that
So
not been done yet?
I don't know. I love
That's
the in,
genius.
the intro very much set the tone of the album. It was like, all right, this no matter what, this is going to be at least somewhat of a fun album. We're
Yeah.
obviously talking about this band called Mike Litoris Complot, with their new album Backwood Bonanza, which uh, the intro is very much like a movie commercial in a world. And it seems to like tell a story, which seems to be somewhat coherent in the album, somewhat. Music wise, music wise, I would say this band is very similar. It reminds me a lot of the band Torn the Fuck Apart. Very similar, but just more
Okay.
campy and wacky and more of a fun vibe. A lot of funny samples that, well, I guess it's not samples because I think it's original like skit stuff, which all ties into this like early 90s, 80s campy. It all ties into what the making it seem like it's a movie. Just over the top ridiculous. There's drunken monkeys taking over an ice cream truck. A couple of
Crack
Russian
Horse back in
dudes.
town. The song Crack Horse back in town. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, this is more of a just a it's a fun album. Just have some fun with it. You got beer, drugs, and hookers. You got uh,
Yeah.
Swallow My Cum, the G.G. Allen, the
Yeah.
G.G. Allen
G.G.
song.
Allen song. Of
Uh,
swamp sicking, of swamp sipping, critter cooking,
and
and
Mon
what is it?
and Monkey Rippin',
And monkey ripping.
Alabama Hot Pocket.
Yeah. What crazy. Love it.
It's a fun album. It's wacky. You're not going to be like blown away musically, but you will have the time of your life listening to this new album, Backwood Bonanza.
Like Lord Gore. Did you ever listen to Lord Gore?
Yeah, that was another thing. Thank you for bringing that up. I That was another band that I was thinking of when it comes to this band. Very Lord Gore ish, that
Yeah.
campy vibe.
Oh yeah.
Very similar to what's that album, Rape Camp?
Yeah.
Yeah, very fun. It's not the heaviest thing you'll hear all year, but it's still heavy. It's fun. It's wacky. It's campy. Enjoy this. Enjoy it. Have some fun
Like Litoris Complot.
with their new album, Backwood Bonanza. Check it out. Um, and that brings us to our last album of the playlist. And that is an album we've been talking about, building up to, and that is the newest album by Heaven Shall Burn, and it is called Heimat. Um, I will say this album is both good but bloated. There's a lot of good parts in this album. I just feel like this album lasts too long and it
Yeah.
kind of wears out its welcome for me. I think the first actual song, which is "War is the Father of All," is a perfect example of what this album is. Like it has a lot of cool parts, but the song itself is too long. The song is 6 minutes and 42 seconds. Like this song just has a lot of fat in it that you could have just cut out, and the song would have been perfect because it's cool. It starts off cool, awesome riff. Then there's like this long, drawn out, like the bass is brown down, down, down. It's like, what is this like weird thing you're at? You could have cut this whole part out, this weird thing, and this album would have been so much better. So, but there is still some good parts. I still love my revocation of compliance. Confounder's good. Empowerment. Um, but I think this album could have just ended on the song Eminence, and I feel like that would have been the best way to end this album. But that is only
Mm.
track 10, and there's like two other tracks after it, then a bunch of bonus tracks.
Holy shit! Yeah, there's a lot on here. That's
Or
crazy.
wait, no, what am I thinking of? Not Eminence. It's is
That's a
that
long
it?
album.
Yeah, it is too long. This album is way too long. I don't think maybe I'm wrong. It's not Eminence, but there's a song. Is it Dora? I think it's Dora is the song. I thought, okay, the album should have just ended on this, but it doesn't. It keeps on going. You got A Silent Guard and Inter Arma, and then you have these all these bonus tracks, and it's like, this was not necessary.
17 songs. That's crazy.
Yeah, this it did not need all this. Um,
Wow.
but I will say I did enjoy this. This is probably the best Heaven Shall Burn album I've enjoyed since Veto.
Mm,
So about three
that's
albums
good.
back. So it is getting closer to what I think Heaven Shall Burn could be. I think that they can be better, and I think they're moving in the right direction. As long as they're moving farther and farther away from the Wanderer album, I absolutely did not enjoy that album at all. Especially mostly because I thought it was supposed to be their last album because I think that's what they announced it as. And I listened to it, was like, this is a terrible album. This is boring. But since then they've been getting better. Of Truth and Purpose wasn't too bad. This one is even more in the right direction. So um still I would say if I were to give this album a rating, I would say probably a 6.7. This is probably a 6.7 out of 10. Did you listen to this at all? And if you did, what were your thoughts?
I did not. It was another one I missed. I'm not really crazy about this band, like I used to be. I feel like really like high school days, but um, you know, I don't think my opinions changed at all. Like, yeah, I haven't listened to the album. I listened to a couple singles, and it's cool they're bringing back like the nostalgic metalcore vibes and stuff like that, and they still got a solid sound, but I don't know, man. I'm just not really moved by it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple cool parts here and there. Like, I still think the intro for War is the Father of All is cool, but they do kind of almost get into like, it's just like, all right, this is what I expect from Heaven Shall Burn. It's not exciting. It's just kind of like, this is what's safe for them, so it's boring. It's
Hmm.
meh.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're interested, if all that sounds interesting to you, check out this new album, Heimat, by the German metalcore legends Heaven Shall Burn. Check it out. Um, that is it for our new release playlist. Do you have any other new music that we missed?
Yes, and I actually just scoped this tonight. Pretty cool band. They got a pretty cool sound. Anyways, Pathogenic. I don't think they're too big. But they have an album they just dropped, Crowned in Corpses. And this is pretty cool stuff. Seems like they're kind of super kind of bouncy, riffy, like almost along the lines of Meshuggah, but kind of more tech. Stuff going on. They got a lot of different elements. Super kind of off-timey rhythms though, and then they'll kind of sync it up and hit like a badass groove. But yeah, so it's like I've listened to a little bit so far, and I've liked what I've heard. But yeah, so I've still got to kind of delve more. But that's Pathogenic, Crowned in Corpses.
Okay. We'll probably have to add it to the playlist this Friday, so that way we can cover
Yeah.
it fully next week. We
Yeah,
can do
I'll
that.
send you a link.
Um,
Or yeah, I'll
I
just add it to it, whatever.
I gotcha. If you even want to just send it in Messenger through like with like a Spotify thing, so that way I could also
Okay.
remember to add
Yeah.
it to it. Um, there was another album that came out 6/27, but the playlist was already too big. It was already 5 hours long. I didn't want to add to it.
Mm.
But Inhuman Condition finally dropped their new album. I want to say it's like the
Oh,
third. I did listen to it and it was pretty enjoyable. So I think we'll probably put it on this next week's playlist. It reminds me, it's like that old school death metal. Makes me think of kind of like Gruesome, but even better. Like they're not specifically trying to sound like death, but it sounds almost somewhere between like Morbid Angel and Obituary. Very fun
okay.
listen. I'd recommend it. I forget, I don't remember what it's called, but we'll probably talk about it next week.
Okay.
Yeah, New Inhuman Condition. I did want to bring up,
Nice.
I finally have listened all the way through the new Cryptopsies and Insatiable Violence. Um,
Nice.
I still think it's a great album. However, for me personally, I think the best part of the album is the front half of the album. For me,
Oh, really?
yes.
Damn.
I still love Malicious Needs, but for me, all the meat's right up front, so it's hard for me to kind of get between tracks, between five, six, and seven. Because what? It's only 8 tracks, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not too long. Let me see. I gotta bring it up. Um, yeah, man, I think it's such a good album, dude. Yeah, 8 tracks. Yeah, 8 tracks. But man, Our Great Deception's track number 6. You gotta love that song, dude. That's it, dude. It's so good. It's got like Zach Wild tier like like pinch harmonics or something.
I
No,
might have
it's
to
a,
check that one out individually then.
yeah, it's not really Zach Wildish. That was pretty bad reference for Cryptopsy. It's more of like a just like a really good squealy, almost like kind of slam
Like ZZ Top.
elements. Yeah, yeah, more like ZZ Top for sure. But yeah, check out Our Great Deception on there, man.
All right.
Tell me it doesn't fucking rip. Especially that ending, dude. Oh, that ending crushes.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out
Actually,
because
I stand by my statement. I'm not wrong. It is a hair of Zach Wild. It's like that guitarist got Zach Wild's, hair in the crowd or something and made a wig out of it and yeah, wrote that
he went
wrote
to a
that ending.
Pantera show and got in the snake pit
Yeah,
thing and just plucked a hair.
yeah. Because it's like I can't even imitate it. It's good, but oh, it's so sick, dude.
Hell yeah.
Crunchy, squealy breakdown. Oh, I fucking love it. Yeah, dude. That album's so good. That's a great one to go back to also. Which I was kind of bouncing between that and Shadow of Intense new one. But dude, you know what I think I like Flying the Black Flag so much is just because whenever he says it at the end, towards the end of the song, we fly the black flag. And then there's that badass scream. Oh, it's so sick, dude. I love that part in that song. We fly the black flag.
I will say, listening to Cryptopsy's new album, I actually, because I was listening to them and then I listened to another band and I started to see a similarity. There's a lot of similarity in the vocals of Matt Magachi and Johnny Davy, I feel like.
Oh, really?
I just feel
Huh.
like so you have Matt Magachi, he does his high, he does his low, and he kind of does it back and forth like in sporadic moments, which makes it interesting.
True.
I feel like Johnny Davy does the same thing, but his vocals kind of fit. He has all these vocals in between that he kind of goes back and forth to. But I feel like his
Yeah.
highs and lows are very similar to Johnny Davy. I just feel like Johnny Davy kind of bridges the gap a little bit more.
Yeah, I think I could definitely see that. I feel like Johnny Davies sounds more like a creature
Mm,
than Matt Magachi. Matt Magachi sounds just like a demon possessed, pissed off, human. But
hmm
like Johnny Davies sounds like he was like kind of spawned from like the pentagram in the ground or some shit. You know what I mean?
Like he's
Like
really
he sounds
becoming that Cronenberg monster.
yeah, dude, for real. He sounds so monstrous. It's nuts. Both crazy
Huh.
vocals though. That would be a sick song. A
Oh yeah,
feature of either or, Hell yeah.
hell
All for
yeah.
that.
That would be a great tour for them to do. Have Job for Cowboy
Oh, it
finally do a
would.
tour again with Cryptopsy.
Yeah. Dude, they could co-headline that shit for sure.
Hell yeah. I do both great in both just a full North American because I feel like both the States and Canada would love it. Because I
Yeah.
feel like, because obviously Cryptopsy is Canadian, so they're going to get a huge Canadian audience, but also have Joffrey Cowboy. Oh, they'd be selling out
Yeah.
shows left and right.
Yeah. All right, pick 3 openers. Who are you gonna do?
3 openers.
Yeah.
Uh, I feel like there'd be a lot of oddballs in there. For full opener, I would say let's do Squaler Grind. Um,
Okay.
just got to throw that oddball in there. Um,
I was gonna say Sanguisugabogg.
ooh, that would be good. Ooh, okay. So a Squaler Grind would open, then Primitive Man, then Sanguisugabogg, and then co-headliner
Oh, yeah.
Cryptopsy and Job for a Cowboy.
Dude, that would be crazy. Because you're gonna get crushed when Primitive Man comes on.
Mm-hmm.
That would be nuts. That would be a badass show. For
Yeah,
sure.
because you got the craziness of a Squaler Grind, the heaviness of Primitive Man, and then as the show goes on, both those elements get more and more cohesive to where you have the
Yeah.
craziness and the brutalness. Ah, it'd be great.
I would love that. Yeah. That would be a great tour, man.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Try to manifest it. Hopefully they're listening.
I don't know. I think a Squaler Grind is on the Summer Slaughter tour, which is really just a hate breed tour.
Oh, yeah. Good transition.
Yeah. Yeah. You ready to talk about some metal news?
Let's do it.
Oh, wait. First, but that's it for this week.
Oh yeah.
Today's episode.
See ya.
Check in with us next time where we're talking about metal news and some daddy topics. Until then, Death Metal Daddy's out. Kill everyone. Legalize murder. Eat
Yeah.
shit.